What up, y'all? Alright, so last time we made it to, floor 3. I almost said act 3. That is not correct. And immediately got attacked by a bunch of drow, ruining my sign-off. Now we get to loot them. News. I did see that Oblivion Remastered has come out. Will I be streaming it? Yes, absolutely I will. When will I be streaming it? I don't know. Because this game is decently long. We'll probably 10 or 15 streams, somewhere in there, might finish it, maybe longer. And then once that's done, hopefully all the mods have updated in Baldur's Gate, so then we'll have to finish Baldur's Gate. But then after that will probably be Oblivion. A drow woman appears from the shadows.
Hold your weapons. I mean you no harm.
A single drow female steps out from the shadows, her hands held up to show they are empty. She approaches you cautiously. Who are you? What do you want? She relaxes slightly. Obviously, she was as wary about this encounter as you were. My name is Nathira. You are the one they call Violet Niom, aren't you? How do you know my name? She smiles slightly. Your reputation precedes you, Violet. I know who you are. You are something of a legend among my people. Your people? You mean the drow? She frowns. My people are drow, but they are not like the ones who have invaded the Undermountain and attacked the surface. We are different. We are rebels. I don't know, boss. Deacon not know much about drow, but they be bad news. I think we should listen to what she has to say before we judge her. We want to help you, Violet. We want to help you free Halaster, so you can stop the forces of the Valsharess from attacking Waterdeep. The Valsharess, who's that? The Valsharess is the ruler of House Kylath, a faction of the Drow that has recently risen to prominence. The Drow invading Waterdeep serve the Valsharess and her house. Her forces captured Halaster, giving them free access through Undermountain and allowing them to strike at the very heart of Waterdeep. But not all the Drow follow the Valsharess. There are some of us who oppose her, and will do whatever we can to break her power. So how do you plan to help me? There is only so much we are willing to do, Violet. I admit we don't fully trust you yet, just as I'm sure you don't fully trust me. We weren't certain we should even approach you, but in the end we thought you should know that there are others who wanted to see the attacks on Waterdeep ended. At this point, I'm only here to provide you information, Violet, nothing more. So you'll answer some questions for me? Ask your questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Do you know where Halaster is being held? I've done some scouting on this level. The wizard's being held far from here. Go through the North Caverns, then head west once you're past them. There is a powerful drow war party guarding the wizard. If you want to free Halaster, you'll have to find some way to deal with them. How did the Valsharess imprison Halaster? She shrugs. We don't know. It must have been some type of trap that preyed on his insanity. Or maybe she used his own arrogance to trick and ensnare him. She's keeping him alive, that much we know. She's probably afraid of what will happen to Undermountain if Halaster dies. But she's been very careful to make sure he can't get out. If the wizard ever breaks free, there's no way the Valsharess will be able to maintain control of Undermountain. In his own realm, Halaster is a match for anyone, and he won't let himself be tricked again. I want to ask. Tell me more about the Valsharess. We don't know much about her. She's the matron mother of House Kylath. They were once a weak house beneath the notice of the more powerful factions. No one paid any attention to the plots of House Kylath. Maybe that's why they were able to rise to power so quickly. They went from nothing to the most powerful family in the city within weeks. The Valsharess recruited the most powerful agents from the other houses to form the Red Sisters, a squad of assassins she uses to maintain her control over those who have now sworn allegiance to her. There have been several recent assassinations in Waterdeep. Nathira nods. The work of the Red Sisters. The Valsharess is using them to sow fear and panic, and to weaken the city by removing its most powerful defenders. The Red Sisters are very good at what they do. Had you not caught the thief in your room, you would have woken to find a Red Sister with a blade standing over you, assuming you woke up at all. The Valsharess must have targeted you because of your reputation. You are one of the few powerful enough to threaten our plans. That's also the reason we finally chose to approach you. Why is she attacking Waterdeep? To conquer it, of course. The drow houses hate those who dwell on the surface. The matron mothers would like nothing better than to see the cities above razed and their citizens enslaved. In the past, Halaster's presence in Undermountain kept Waterdeep safe from constant raids from the Underdark. Once the Valsharess imprisoned the Archmage, however, that protection was gone. Tell me more about you and your rebel friends. We're a group of rebels and outcasts. Some of us chose to leave the evil of Drow society willingly. Others were driven away or banished by misfortune and circumstance. I don't think I should say anymore. Not yet. In any case, you should focus on rescuing Halaster. Once free, he'll drive the Valsharess's army out of Undermountain and back into the Underdark. I have to go now. Before you go, there is some information you might find useful. To the southwest, several Drow overseers have captured a Formian queen and enslaved her colony. They are forcing the Formians to dig through Undermountain itself, making it easier for the Drow to move about the dungeon. If you free the queen, the colony will be in your debt. The Formians could help you against the Drow here in Undermountain, and you would be wise to seek out whatever allies you can. I don't even know what I do know what a Formian is, so thanks for the information. There were Formians in Shadows of Undertide, so... The Formians were working to the southwest of here. The Drow have several guards watching over them, so be careful if you go back there. Goodbye, Violet, and good luck. Maybe we'll meet again sometime. With those words, Nathira disappears back into the shadows. Alright. Gotta report to Durnan again. Jump to a binding. Yes. I went to the wrong one. Hey, Durnan.
Hi. Is there something you need?
The Drow are being led by someone called the Valsharess. The Valsharess. I'm no expert on the Drow, but if I remember right, doesn't that mean Empress in their language? She sounds like another matron mother with dreams of grandeur. Even so, I would have thought someone powerful enough to capture Halaster would have earned a reputation even here on the surface. This Valsharess seemed to rise up out of nowhere. Nobody else could have survived Undermountain to bring me this information. We still need to stop the Drow, but I think you deserve a reward. Okay.
Crunchy.
Full reward of 100,000 gold pieces. Oh my god, he gave me 20k! Can only be given out once the threat of the Valsharess is defeated, but this small sum is a token of Waterdeep's appreciation. Alright. Of course, the city will not be truly safe until the Drow are defeated or Undermountain is once again sealed against them. There's no one else I can turn to for help in this. What do you want me to do?
It's break time now, yes?
The Valsharess is using Undermountain to attack the city. The best way to stop her is to take control of Undermountain away from her. And the person who can best do that is Halaster. Once again, the Mad Mage is the key. Undermountain is his. If you find him and free him, he'll put things back the way they were. At least I hope he will. Alright. Yeah. I actually don't need you to send me down into Undermountain. I'm just going to teleport there. Alright. Anything in here? This leads to the big room, right? Drow camp. I see that trap. The Formian Queen is like over there, though. Tracks. Humanoid tracks. Valstress was right. Our friend has arrived. Holy fuck. Let's quick save. You killed the Formian slave. Where's the queen? Lines. Slave pens. There's the Formian queen. Oh my god, Dalen. Oh my god, leave Dalen alone. Holy fuck. Ooh. Staff of Command? Alright. Bracers of Dexterity +4? What am I currently wearing? Wait!
You will fall!
Could you pile a little more stuff on me?
I could. I cannot equip armor during combat. Alright, what do the gargoyle boots do? AC +2, Fortitude saves +3, and Stone Skin. That's not better than the Boots of Speed, but I can put that on Dalen, who's wearing the Constitution boots. Yes, good. Yes. What is he wearing? He's wearing that. What is Deacon wearing? Deacon wearing bracers of Dex +3. So let's just replace those. And you can carry that. You can carry that. Okay, that's good. Oh, guys, I found the sexy armor. Ugh, the Red Dragon armor is so sexy. I love it. Much to your surprise, this creature addresses you in the common tongue. Thank you for releasing me, human creature. You are human, are you not? I'm a Cambion, but thank you. I have trouble distinguishing between you bipeds. You speak common? I am the queen of this Formian colony, and I have learned to master what you call speech. My workers, however, are only part of the collective mind and can only communicate through their thoughts. I just want to ask you some questions. I cannot stay to answer your questions, human creature. The colony without a queen cannot survive. I must return to the hive before my followers wither and die. But know that you are a friend of the colony. You have saved a Formian queen, and when the time is right, the hive shall repay you. Goodbye, human creature. We will meet again. Alright, I'm gonna sit on the ground first for 10 seconds. Great. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing in the slave pens. I think a couple of the Formians got slit, though. Is there anybody still alive over here? No, it doesn't look like it. He startled me. Thankfully, Violet reacted faster than I did.
I will not be defeated!
You will die!
Come on out. Come out and play. Oh, did they? One of them trigger the trap? Because there was a trap there. I see you. Ah! Ah!
I'll cleave your skull.
They went away. The time has come for the Hive to repay you for freeing me from the drow. Oh, that's where the trap is. Ugh, the boys are gonna run right over that.
I will not!
See you. I think the Formians were gonna help me in this combat, but I mean, we don't super duper need them, honestly. Someone kill the mage.
It's not the end.
You will fall!
Oh, there was Deacon. Alright. Dalen's. Alright, any remains anywhere? Oh, there's a little bit of loot. I'll take that loot. Harp of Charming. Will the Banshee. It's alright. Already looted you.
Though they attack us, I feel sorry for the creatures trapped in this maze.
Yeah. Ow. I'm immune to slow. So go fuck yourself.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon? Deacon wonders sometimes. Does you ever miss old dwarf? What his name? Master Drogon? Drogon sacrificed himself nobly. I'll always cherish his memory. Oh, Deacon just wonders. Deacon misses old master sometime. Have you never been back? No, Deacon not wants to go back to ice caves. There be nothing there for Deacon anyway. And Deacon not want to risk becoming slave again. Sometimes Deacon just wants to go and tell tale to someone who knows Deacon then, so they see Deacon as Deacon is now. So Deacon share what Deacon has become. Deacon think old master would be happy for Deacon. Does boss think Master Drogon would be happy with boss? I hope so. Deacon thinks so. Yes, Deacon quite sure that Master Drogon would be happy with boss. Master Drogon was a character in Shadows of Underdark. As was Deacon's old master. Alright, we are going to place a binding. Now that we're another floor deeper. Place a binding. Place binding 3. Actually, we should probably rest, since Dalen is a little bit injured. Because this is a big fight down here.
We meet again. Somehow I knew we would.
The Nethira, the drow who approached you earlier, materializes from the darkness. It's good to see you again. She seems momentarily taken aback by your kind words. Thank you. It's good to see you again, too. I have to warn you about something. I've been scouting the area, and I came across a large encampment of the Valshress's forces near here. If you take this bridge, you'll be walking right into them. Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. She smiles. There's more. The drow have set up a pair of ballista on top of a ridge behind their camp. If you attack them head-on, they'll use the ballista to smash you to bits. But there is a way. You can sneak past the camp and get to the ballista unseen. Excuse me. Then you can use their own weapons against the rest of the camp and rain death down on them from above. The drow can be formidable opponents. We should take any advantage we can get. Deacon likes this plan, boss. Give them nasty drows a big surprise. Just follow the narrow corridor to the north. It seems to lead to a dead end, but there's actually a secret passage that'll take you right to the ballista. Thanks for the information. I have to go now, Violet. Unless there's something else? Do you have any more? Nope. I have to go. Goodbye, and good luck. Maybe we'll meet again sometime. With those words, Nethira disappears back into the shadows. Oh wow, she told me the whole layout. Nethira is not going to be in our party. But she is an assassin rogue, and she is also the romanceable companion for male characters. There's a fucking beholder! Uh-oh. 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 Help! Dalen! Oh, what is that? Spell failure. Okay. I'm running away. Alright, what did I do it? F1.
You better follow me.
Yeah, get back around here. Alright, that beholder hurt a little bit. Can I rest? Yep, okay. The strangely out-of-place rocks seem to conceal a passage behind them that leads to the cliff face. Enter the passage.
I cannot. You will fall.
Taste my territory!
Oh! They destroyed it!
This is not the end. Taste my territory!
Alright, I think that's enough, because it doesn't look like I'm actually getting experience for ones killed by the thing, but now they're all pretty well injured.
I will not be defeated!
you're over here. You can't hide from me. Alright, you're being annoying. Alright, the boys have this, but this one Dwergar battle cleric is pissing me off. There we go. Alright, there is. Oh my gosh. Who just did fear? Because fuck you, whoever did fear. Don't attack the bear, it doesn't give us anything. It doesn't even give us experience for killing it, just kill the battle cleric. Aha, I see you. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. So now it's time for loot. Chainmail of speed. Oh, okay.
Could you pile a little more stuff on me?
I could fucking well try. Actually, you know what? Let me finish looting first, and then I'll summon the djinn and offload all my stuff. So another fun fact, if you had imported a character, this little black chest here would have all of your stuff. This is the equipment taken from the Red Sister's latest victim. When our mistress arrives, she'll want to expect these items herself. You can keep that. I can't sell it.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon? Does you remember Old Master at all? Of course I remember Timafarar. Last I heard, he was still as blasé as ever. Deacon remembers when you tells Deacon that he be free. He almost not believe that Master lets him go. Deacon be very happy. Deacon just wonders, when you talks to Old Master, did he talks about Deacon at all? He talked about you with affection, sort of. Oh, sometimes Deacon misses Old Master too, but that not what Deacon talks about. Old Master tells Deacon that Deacon got lots of dragon blood. Deacon not be sure about that. Deacon not be bigger or stronger. He not breathe fire or anything. Maybe the potential's there. You never know. Maybe. Deacon not really thinks so, but sometimes he wonders. So Deacon wonder if Old Master not say anything about Deacon? Nothing like that? I'm sorry, Deacon, he never did. Or no, I don't really remember. No, I'm sorry, Deacon, he never did. Oh, Deacon hopes that... Well, Deacon just got to make the best of it. But Deacon, you are 3 levels of Red Dragon Disciple. Alright, I believe that we are done looting, so...
Once again, you have summoned up.
Alright. Sell all of our crap to the djinn. We're keeping Inseric. We're definitely keeping Deacon's book. What does this key go to? Nothing, I guess. Oh! The Laughing Blade. Alright. Dalen. Okay. And Deacon. Deacon's not really holding much. Deacon can sell that torch. You don't need it. It's not like he's ever going to use it. Alright, awesome. Thank you. Alright, onward.
Drow lady show up again. She got good news this time, you think?
A shadow in the corner shifts, revealing itself to be Nethera, the drow you met earlier. She looks about cautiously before fully emerging from her hiding place.
And so we meet again. You'll be pleased to know that your quest to rid Undermountain of the Valsharess's drow is nearly at its end.
The Mad Mage is being held just ahead, guarded by some of the Valsharess's most loyal and powerful servants. No doubt they'll attack us on sight. You said us? You're helping me in this fight? You want to end the threat to Undermountain, Violet? So do I. The way to do that is to kill the drow in the next room so you can free Halaster. Halaster is imprisoned in a magical globe powered by 3 energy stones. If the stones are destroyed, the Mad Mage will be free, and will likely help us dispose of any remaining drow. You might be able to do this alone, but you'll have a greater chance if I'm fighting by your side. Now let's stop talking about it, and let's go save Halaster. Alright, let's go. We are gonna finish this. I need to change the name of the stream. Because the new name of the stream should be, Meeting My First Love.
The Valsharess is tired of sending raiding parties through one at a time, old man. Open the main portal to the Underdark.
If the portal is opened, more drow will come through. I don't want that. I can barely stand you.
The Valsharess's army is ready to move against Waterdeep. Tell me how to open the main portal.
The last thing I need is another dark elf. I'll just keep my secret all to myself.
No! No more rhymes, you senile old fool! Time to teach you the penalty for defying the drow.
This is a waste of time, mistress. This human is too mad to reveal any useful information.
We will break him in time. Once we learn all the secrets of Undermountain, the Valsharess's army will march through its halls and descend upon Waterdeep like...
Mistress, forgive me, but I heard something near the doors.
Then go over there and search the area, fool! Do I need to tell you everything?
Yes, mistress. Right away.
Yes, she'll do it, or yes, she needs to tell you everything. Bash. I leveled up.
He's free! Don't let him unleash his magic!
Can I loot? I can loot first. Sorry, Halaster, just let me loot first. Mithril shield? That doesn't look like Mithril. Robe of Vecna! Holy shit! go, Deacon? Just take the damn thing. Oh, they are different. Okay. I thought I had more content in Act 1. Alright, Dalen, don't take this the wrong way, but we are taking all of your stuff. Actually, this might be a quest item. Yeah, I think that's a quest item, actually, so hold on to that. And then we're gonna take the helmet back, we're gonna take the belt back, we're gonna take the boots back. You know what? You can keep all that, though. Alright.
Hello, hello.
A strange man brushes the dust from his sleeves before turning his wild-eyed gaze to you. He surveys you thoroughly up and down, twice, and then sniffs dismissively.
You're not the one I expected to see. But I'll let you live, since you set me free.
Is that Nathira? Okay. Were expecting someone else. Who? There's a sudden flash of light and the room fills with colored smoke. When the air clears, you see not one, but two versions of the Mad Wizard standing before you.
Finally, you're here. What took you so long? I was beginning to think maybe something was wrong.
The first Halaster looks the second one up and down before angrily exclaiming.
Since we're both clones, you should know why I'm late. To lure out the matron, I used you as bait.
The second Halaster sniffs indignantly.
A brilliant trick, a wonderful trap. She'd come here to gloat, I'd pop in and zap. But you meddlers ruined my plan by freeing my clone. Now the Volsheres won't dare come out from her home.
Sorry, I didn't know. The first Halaster interrupts before the second can answer your question. Wait just a moment, my identical friend. You seem somewhat confused, and I want it to end. You were nothing but a safety device. I created a clone, and I put it on ice. I knew that one day I might get into trouble. I'm the real Halaster. You're just my double. The second Halaster shakes his head. I think you're mistaken. You are only a ploy. I let the drow catch you. You're not but a toy. I know how you feel, but you're not even real. You're just a double to save me from trouble. It's hard to accept, but I'm afraid that it's true. The original Halaster is me and not you. The first Halaster throws his hands up in exasperation. Which is the clone? Which is the master? How will we know the real Halaster? I can't believe this has happened. What a disaster. Could you guys settle this later? Both versions of Halaster turn to look at you, their eyes dark with anger at the interruption. Then they both smile as an idea pops simultaneously into their heads. We'll settle this later when we're just one-on-one, but first the Volsheres must suffer for what she has done. Someone must get her, make her pay for her crime. I do it myself, but I can't spare the time. The first Halaster waves his hand and you feel the power of his spell coursing through you. It feels as though 100 tiny hooks have been latched into your very soul. What did you just do to me? Nothing much, just a spell to make sure you obey. I put a Geas upon you. It's better this way. Down in the Underdark is where you will go. You're working for me now, so you can't really say no. Nathira gasps. The Geas will bind you to Halaster's service. He's compelled you to enter the Underdark and kill the Volsheres. If you don't obey him, you'll wither away and die. This is the thanks I get for helping you? What can I say? Everyone knows I'm insane. No doubt you'll know better if this happens again. You have no choice but to do as I say, but once the Volsheres is dead, my spell goes away. After that, I promise you'll truly be free, but don't do something foolish like come after me. Hey, Deacon not like it when people talk to boss like that. Your kobold is brave, but not too bright. Just the kind of ally you might need in this fight. I'll send him down with you when you go down below. He might just prove useful. You never know. Violet Niam will have need of my skill in battle below. You must send me as well. You don't tell me what to do. I'm in charge here, not you. I'll send you back up top. Let Waterdeep know the invasion will stop. I'm cleaning house. The drow are no more. Undermountain will be as it was before. Please, Halaster, send me down as well. Violet will need help, and I have allies in the Underdark. The Seer also wants to stop the Volsheres. Please. You make a good point, and you asked real nice. Very well, Drow, I'll take your advice. You can go too. I won't leave you here. I'll send you with Violet to the camp of the Seer. Enough time has been wasted. I want you to go. The Valsharess is waiting far down below. I want to ask some questions. Sorry, no time. You really must go. Don't worry, it's fine. You'll do well, I know. Goodbye, best wishes. I bid you good luck. Go kill the Valsharess, because then, until then, you're stuck.
The situation is grim. How long do you believe we have?
We can't be sure. Maybe only a matter of days.
Look out! Protect the seer!
Do you not recognize one of our...
There he is!
Nethira, you have returned.
Mother Seer, it is good to see you once more.
And you. But I see you have returned with another. Someone very important indeed.
There's my boy! Oh, there he is. Oh, he's approaching. Oh, my boy. Oh, my love. I am so straight for this man. We're in Chapter 2 now. We're in Act 2. The Drow woman regards you with an ease that is, at first, unsettling. She possesses the same ageless, dark-skinned beauty as the other Drow, but unlike the others, her eyes hint at both advanced age and compassion.
You are most welcome here. I am the Seer. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Please, come. Do not be alone.
Did you just call me Rivel? It is no insult, my friend. It is merely the Drow word for your race. If you prefer, I will call you by the name of Violet.
I am sure you have many questions, and I assure you that they will be answered. I am curious first, however, as to how you came to appear before us.
I believe I can answer that, Seer. Violet Niam managed to free Halaster from the Valsharess, ending her efforts to use Undermountain as a base to launch her attacks on the surface. Halaster was quite enraged by her attempt to abuse his realm, however. Once free, he teleported Violet and myself down here to deal with the Valsharess once and for all. Indeed. When I saw the two of you here, I had hoped Violet had come to willingly to join us. She's been drafted into our cause, so to speak. The Mad Mage has placed a geas on Violet to force her to try and kill the Valsharess. I see. The Seer turns to face you, looking stricken. I am sorry that he violated you in that way, Violet. That is not how I would have wished to acquire your assistance. But what's done is done, and we must proceed from here. She smiles at you kindly. And though Halaster has forced you into joining us, your own fate is closely tied to ours.
I am sure you have many questions, but there is much we must tell you first. It is important that you know something of the Valsharess, if you are to help us against her.
Then tell me what I need to know.
I am glad you are being reasonable about this, for we must work together if we are to defeat our common foe. I believe it is time for our guest to learn more of the Valsharess herself. Nethira, if you would be so kind.
Of course, Seer.
Nethira bows her head in acceptance, then steps forward and begins to speak.
The Drow have ever been ruled by the matron mothers who head the great houses. The Valsharess was once one of these, ruthless and powerful in her art, but no more so than any other matron mother. But then Lolth, the queen of spiders and goddess of the Drow, disappeared, and Drow society was thrown into utter chaos. The Valsharess seized on this opportunity.
She summoned a powerful Duke of the Nine Hells, an archdevil she bound to her service. Drawing on this enslaved devil's power, she became a conqueror of the Underdark.
Once the Underdark is hers, she will turn her attention once more to the surface. She believes herself a queen, a Valsharess by our tongue, and her ambition knows no end.
How did she bind an archdevil to her service?
That we do not know. Perhaps through some artifact or some long-forgotten ritual. But whatever her methods, the results cannot be denied.
The priestesses of Lolth are powerless before her, and the great Drow houses have bent knee. Just as many of the other Underdark races have been intimidated into joining her cause.
So what do you propose we do now?
Yes, that is a good question. What are we to do now? There is only one thing that I can do.
He's walking
I
closer.
must put my faith in the goddess. And that means putting our faith in you. Our fate lies in your hands.
The nearby tiefling steps forward, alarm evident on his face. Are you sure, Seer? What do we really know about this woman? She could be the death of us all. The Seer holds up a delicate hand, gently forestalling him. Our lives are irrelevant, good Valen. The Valshuress must be stopped at all costs, and Violet is the key to stopping her. You know I don't believe in your ways, Seer. I won't throw away my life by blindly following anyone, and I don't think anyone here should either. You have saved us more times than I can count, Valen. But the army of the Valshuress will soon march against us, and even your great skill in battle will not be enough to save us. The tiefling scowls. I'm willing to defer to your judgment for now, Seer. But what makes you think this human stranger can stop the army of the Valshuress? I'm a tiefling like you, sir. The Seer turns to face you. Violet, I know you are a rogue of great power, but you are so much more than this. You alone can save us from the Valshuress. I am honored by the faith you've put in me, Seer. All of the drow here in Lithmyathar will stand against the Valshuress. She is the one common enemy common to us all, but even our united strength will not be able to defeat her massive army. Our only hope is for you to find some way to strengthen our forces, or to weaken the Valshuress and her allies. Nethera can help you with this. I can give you the information on the Valshuress's allies and where to find them. Perhaps we might consider striking at her through her friends, or turning them to our side. Valen, the tiefling warrior, adds, I can also help you, Violet. I know much about the legends of the Underdark. I've heard rumors of powerful artifacts and allies we might be able to acquire. I thought you didn't trust me. I haven't set aside my suspicions yet, but if you're truly the savior the Seer thinks you are, I'm willing to give you a chance to prove it. So, it appears you are not alone in this, Violet. Nethera and Valen will help you. They know much about the Underdark and the Valshuress. Do not be afraid to ask them for help. Hopefully, we can find a way to strengthen our own forces, or weaken the Valshuress, before her army descends upon us all. I won't fail you, Seer. Long life and blessed be, my friend. So first things first, let's go to like the dead center of the room. And let's, Relic of the Reaper. Place a binding. Place binding 1.
I trust all goes well. Have you any news to report? Have you made any progress in your efforts to weaken the Valshuress and her followers?
I have some questions for you. The Seer nods. Very well. I will answer what questions I can. Hopefully my knowledge can help you find some way to weaken the Valshuress. I'd like to know more about my allies here. Those who stand against the Valshuress have gathered here in Lithmyathar, united in our common desire to see her stopped. Many of the drow here are followers of my Lady Elistray. But there are others too. Lithmyathar is the ancestral home of House Maitveer, one of the many drow families that has been forced to flee the cities because of the Valshuress. The followers of House Maitveer now stand with us against the Valshuress, though in other circumstances they would never ally themselves with the followers of Elistray. That probably makes for some tension. It is not my nature to speak ill of those who side with us, but I will admit that House Maitveer is not the most desirable of allies. There is tension and mistrust on both sides. But we have little choice. The Valshuress has a vast army. We need allies if we are to stand against her. House Maitveer recognizes this, and that is why they tolerate our presence here. For now, the threat of the Valshuress is close enough. The threat of the Valshuress is enough to ensure my followers, and those who support House Maitveer will set aside their hatred for each other and focus on our common foe. That's not it. Why are you called the Seer? I was not always known as such, my friend. A very long time ago, I was the daughter of a major house, and as ambitious to gain my own power as any other respectable drow. That was not meant to be, however. She gestures to the drow around her. I found the worship of my Lady Elistray, and she has gifted me with visions that have aided her followers. And so I am called the Seer for so many years now that my original name has all but been forgotten. In any case, that life is behind me. Now I serve Elistray. Tell me about Elistray. The Seer's eyes twinkle as she smiles warmly. Obviously, this is a subject dear to her heart. Many do not know it, but not all of the Drow are evil. Our Lady Elistray is the mistress of song and dance, and it is she who refuses to allow joy and goodness to be taken from us forever. She is our redemption, and all of us journey to the surface lands to be free of the darkness that shackled us. The fact that we are in the Underdark once more to serve her cause is an irony not lost on us. What do you mean by serving her cause? The Valsharess threatens more than just the Underdark with her schemes, as you well know. She threatens us all, and Elistray's chosen stand among those ready to stop her. We are not alone, thankfully. Others have joined us to stop the Valsharess, though they do not believe in the goddess as we do. Ultimately, though, we fight for the same thing. This doesn't look like a temple of good. That is because it isn't. This is a temple of the spider goddess Lolth that we have taken refuge in. I am sure she will not mind. She won't mind? What makes you say that? Lolth has disappeared. The Seer frowns thoughtfully at this. Her priestesses cast no spells, and the society she controlled with an iron fist has fallen to pieces in her absence. This chaos is what the Valsharess has taken advantage of, and has allowed her to achieve such power. As to whether Lolth will return, who can say? So you lead these Drow, then. Are you a priestess? I lead my fellow followers of Elistray, yes. Though not all Drow gathered here believe as I do. Many of the Drow here do not follow Elistray at all, though I am one of my ladies chosen. There are other Drow here? Yes, quite a number more are outside the camp. The Valsharess, however, commands several magnitudes more than we do. Know, however, that you are no pawn of mine, nor do I expect to lead you. If the Mad Mage Halaster has collared you with a geas, it is a machination of his own and not ours. So you are different than most other Drow. We are different in the sense that we chose to abandon the society of cruelty and hatred that we were raised in. Our own kind revile us and would hunt us if they could. The fact that we have returned to the Underdark now to fight to restore order to our people does not mean that we support what they are. It does mean, however, that we will not let them fall to death and chaos. Tell me about your visions. I see what my goddess grants me the wisdom to see. I saw that the Drow would devolve into chaos, and that the Valsharess would arise out of it. I see the destiny of my people as it will be, and our place in it. That is why we have returned to the Underdark from our adopted home on the surface. And I have also had visions of you, Rivel. That's how I knew you would come. You had visions of me? It is said that you would come, and that you would be the one to bring about the Valsharess's defeat. Her eyes narrow. But you already know of what I speak, don't you? You mean my dream back at the inn? She nods. Then you have seen it. The Valsharess knows of the danger you represent. She will not rest until your threat is eliminated. She has already attempted to have you killed on the surface, I believe. That will not be the last time she attempts such, I assure you. Tell me about the Underdark. Deep beneath your surface lands, beneath even the dungeon you call Undermountain, exists a vast realm of caverns and blackest lakes that collectively we call the Underdark. It is here that the Drow rule, alongside of other creatures such as Illithids and the Beholders and the Dwergar. The Underdark is a place of evil and terror, make no mistake. Every step must be taken carefully here. More specifically, we are in a very remote Drow settlement called Lith Myathar, on the far side of the Great Lake of Memory. Our forces are relatively safe here, until the Valsharess comes. Tell me more about the Gaik. Dangerous monsters with blank eyes and tentacles for mouths. Your kind calls them mind flayers as well, I believe. They are the most cunning and able to use the powers of the mind to stun you and render you helpless, at which point they would feast upon your brain if given the chance, or make you into a mindless thrall. Tell me more about the Beholders. They resemble floating eyeballs with many eye stalks, and each of their eyes can fire a blast of a different magical power. Pain, slowness, petrification, even disintegration. There is no limit to how often they can use these abilities, so be wary. Should you ever find yourself in these tunnels, it is best to find a way back out as quickly as possible. Tell me more about the Dwergar. The Dwergar are gray-skinned cousins of Hargluk, the surface dwarves. They are dour and industrious folk, and prone to cunning and wickedness, more prone to cunning and wickedness than their surface brethren. The Dwergar have many reasons to hate the Drow intensely, but many of their kind are mercenary enough to hire themselves out to whoever has the wealth to offer them, and the Valsharess is one of those. You mentioned the Valsharess coming. The seer sighs heavily. I won't lie to you, Violet. Our collection of rebels here is nothing against the power of the Valsharess. We've been doing little but running up to this point. Here in Lithmyathar, we have decided to make our stand. But we know we stand little chance against the mighty forces that have aligned itself with the Valsharess. Is there a way back to the surface from here? None that I am aware of. It might be possible to find a way to teleport you back to the surface, but I wonder if the Gias placed on you wouldn't prevent you from taking it. I don't feel any need to stay here, or do anything else for that matter. Then you are a fool. The Gias upon you will make it quite unpleasant should you attempt to leave the Underdark now. I'm certain Halaster's magic will bring you a quick and painful death. Okay, fine. How can I weaken the Valsharess? That I cannot say. Though I am the seer, my visions are limited to what Elistrade chooses to reveal to me. Sadly, I have not seen how to weaken the Valsharess. However, both Nathira and Valen have offered to help you with this. They may be able to give you some guidance as to what I must do. I should go. Long life and blessed be. Yeah, we'll talk to Nathira first.
Greetings.
The drow regards you with a curious expression as you approach her, a pale brow arched.
So now you know everything. The Valsharess, who we are, why we're here, all of it. What we're doing here is very important.
It sounds like it'll be quite the, I agree. A drow queen teamed up with a powerful devil? Deadly combination. She seems about to speak and then regards you with a slightly suspicious expression. Now, I'm not sure if you're being serious or not. The Valsharess is no joke. I'm absolutely serious. They must be stopped without question. Nathira studies you closely and after a moment nods slowly. Then perhaps the seer was correct after all. I suppose we shall see. I'm ramping up to talking to my crush.
Is there something else you need from me?
Tell me about the Valsharess and her allies. Many who support the Valsharess, like the Illithid and the Beholders, dwell in the caverns to the west of the village. The western caverns are also a likely source of her undead horde. We may be able to remove these allies from her cause. I know something about each of these groups, so don't be afraid to ask me for information if you need it. What do you know about the Illithid? The creatures you call mind flayers are a race of telepaths capable of reading thoughts and controlling minds. They are known for keeping a horde of dominated thralls as servants and guards. These creatures are ruled over by entities known as overminds. Actually, they're called elder brains, but alright. The Valsharess has many Illithid in her army, so it's likely she's recruited the aid of several overminds. West of here is Zovak Mur, a small Illithid colony. If we can find the Zovak Mur overmind, it could be persuaded to convince the other overminds to withdraw the Illithid support of the Valsharess. Such creatures should be slaughtered, not bargained with. She shrugs. I won't argue with that, but the slaughter of an entire colony of Zovak Mur won't accomplish anything. The other overminds will still side with the Valsharess. How does one fight against such creatures? She shrugs. I've never had to, truth be told. I assume they fall to the blade like any other creature. Their bodies seem weak, in fact. It's their mental powers you must beware of. I believe Imloth has more experience with combating their like. Ask him if you truly want some advice on tactics. What can you tell me about the Beholders? I do not think the Valsharess commands many of these Beholders, though many are not needed. Each of them carries the ability to fire magical rays from its eye stalks, which have varying effects. All of them come from a single hive located somewhere to the west of here. If we destroy the Eye Tyrant ruling over them, the colony will collapse and the Valsharess will lose their support. How does one fight against a Beholder? Carefully. If you can place some kind of magical resistance on yourself, that will offer protection against their eye rays, which they will use against you first, trying to keep a distance. The rays are not their only weapons, however. Some Beholders are accomplished wizards, and as a last resort, their bite can also be quite deadly. The average beholder has no special armor or protection against magic and weapons, however. That is not true! Their eye cone negates magic. What kills most will also kill them. Is it possible to negotiate with these creatures? I doubt we have anything to offer. The mere fact that the Eye Tyrant ruling them has chosen to ally herself with the Val'Sharess means she believes our enemy is far stronger than we are. What kinds of effects do their eye beams have? Nathira thinks for a moment and begins counting on her fingers. Disintegration, paralyzation, pain. I've seen their central eye banish all magic as well. Beyond that, I suppose you'll have to see for yourself. How did the Val'Sharess get control of an undead horde? That isn't entirely clear. We've had rumors of a cult of necromancers nearby that's supplying the Val'Sharess with these undead, though where they get the parts from is unknown. We believe the cult is also located in the caverns west of here, though where precisely I couldn't say. But if we find them, we can find the source of the undead and destroy it. What about the devil she's enslaved? There's nothing I know that could combat his powers directly, and by all reports he does not leave the Val'Sharess' side. Fight her, and you also fight him. One thing to consider, however, is the possibility of there being artifacts of great power that could be found and used to match the devil. I wish I could tell you where to look for such things, but I can't. Others, like Valen, could probably help you more. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I hope I've been of assistance then. I should go. Nathira's eyes follow you, calculating. She merely nods and watches you go. Is Imaloth in here? No, I don't think he is. Alright, it's time for my love. The love of my life.
The seer believes you are the prophetical savior, our only hope of defeating the Val'Sharess. I, however, do not believe in prophecies.
The tiefling looks you over, sizing you up.
Still, you are obviously capable in your own right, and we need all the help we can get if we're to win this war. So I'm willing to take a chance.
And how am I supposed to prove myself? By stopping the Val'Sharess, of course, if you can. But even the seer seems to realize you can't do this alone, prophecy or not. Fortunately, I may be able to help you out. Recently, I've heard tales of some strange islands nearby. Based on the legends, there may be something on these islands that could help us against the Val'Sharess. Islands? There are islands here. Does that surprise you? There are many rivers and lakes here in the Underdark, and many settlements have ports or docks. The Lithmyathara ports are located just to the east of here. They say there is an island inhabited by powerful golems. Those would be particularly useful against the Val'Sharess and her army. I've also heard of a strange settlement that appeared overnight on a previously deserted isle. That sounds like the work of a powerful artifact, one we might be able to make use of ourselves. Of course, what I've heard are really just rumors from those who've traveled the river. I guess that Cavalis, the boatman, probably knows more. Tell me about this Cavalis. Cavalis is odd. He willingly transports followers of the seer up and down the river free of charge, but otherwise seems unwilling to take an active role in our conflict with the Val'Sharess. He willingly gives out information and shares rumors he has heard during his travels, yet he asks nothing in return. Plus, he shows no fear of anyone or anything. Maybe he's some type of ghost or spirit. Valen shrugs. I honestly don't know what he is, or even why he's here. The boatman keeps to himself, hidden beneath his cloak, his face and features completely covered. A little unnerving. But I trust Cavalis far more than some of the drow here. I don't get any real sense of threat or danger from him, assuming Cavalis even is a him. Can't tell because of the cloak. Where can I find the boatman? He'll be in the ports to the east unless he's ferrying someone along the river. If you ask, he can probably tell you more about the Columns and that strange town that just appeared out of nowhere. I want to know more about you. The tiefling gives you a hard stare. I'm a warrior, a soldier. You would be hard-pressed to find one more skilled with a blade than I. And, like the seer, I stand against the Val'Sharess. I don't think you're entitled to much more than that, since I barely even know you. And the seer may think you're something special, but I'm reserving judgment until the Val'Sharess is defeated. I get the feeling you don't like me. Untrue, he says softly. I do not even know you, so I can hardly dislike you. But unlike the seer, I'm not about to put all of my faith in you until you've proved yourself against the Val'Sharess. Will you join me? Tiefling considers your request for a long time before making his reply. I don't believe in the Seer's dreams, Violet, though I do believe you want to stop the Val'Sharess. Valen nods. Yes, I think it would be to everyone's advantage if we were to join forces. My boy! Boots of Striding, what have I got for you? That's better than what he's got. Scarab of Protection +5, Ring of Protection +4. Take this. You'll need it. What do I have for you? He's not wearing a belt. Give him that. That didn't do anything for him, but it made his dex a little bit higher, which will help him with saving throws. Copper helmet, we can put that on. Fortitude +3 and stone skin. I actually don't think he'll use that. What is Deacon wearing, actually? Oh, that is better. He has less health, but Deacon's not really in combat that much. Alright. Golems, Strange Island Town, Undead, Beholders, Illithids. Which have actually ranked this in, like, level order. Alright. Let's level up. I'm taking another fighter level. Which means I need more discipline, some more heal, and some more lore. Can I... No. I know there is a double improved critical, but I don't know where it is. Mobility? Automatic. A +4 dodge bonus to AC. That's pretty good. Alertness? Suit of dirty fighting. I have to use that? No. Tough is not bad. What's Thug do? +1 to initiative and persuade checks. You probably already have. Oops. I already have that. Let's go with mobility. Now let's sit on the ground for a minute while we're safe in here. Well, I'm resting. What do I have an at? Oh, it's not any important one.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon? We is really in Underdark. We is really, really in Underdark. So we are. Do you know a way out of here that they didn't mention? Alright. No, I know. I'm not very happy about it either. You not be happy? Deacon's tone is incredulous as he stares at you as if you have suddenly turned into a green ape. Why you not be happy? This be wonderful! Deacon runs around on the spot, waving his hands in the air excitedly. Deacon reads so much about Underdark. Now Deacon actually be here! This be so good for Deacon's book. Epic Hero goes to the deadly Underdark. Sequel to greatest book ever. Sequel be greatest book ever. You mean you're not scared to be in the Underdark at all? Scared? Deacon wants so bad to travel to Underdark earlier during journeys, except he knows he just ends up slave to tentacle heads or fed to drow spider, maybe. But now Deacon be in the Underdark with great epic hero. Deacon gets to travel Underdark while solving urgent missions of doom! That'd be really, really cool, boss. I suppose you're right. Oh, Deacon is right. You come around to Deacon's way of thinking soon, boss. This be greatest adventure. You see. Okay, but he's, like, actually not wrong, though. Oh, bless you! Bless you! Buddy, you good? Alright, son. How's your nose? You need to be better hydrated. Melon sneezed twice, and it totally threw my train of thought off. This game made me completely fall in love with everything Underdark.
I am yours to command.
God, yes you are. Talk. He seems mildly taken aback, but regards you with curious interest. What do you wish to discuss? How you doing? I'm fine. I have a sudden urge to kill everyone and everything around me, but that's nothing new. I am a tiefling with a demon's blood after all. That's all for now. Tactics. Don't help me. So be it. I would only be forced to destroy the lock anyhow. Don't help me. That's good, and far less painful considering the method I used to disarm a trap. Change the distance you stay from me. Stay close. He nods in agreement, saying nothing. Okay, fine. Oh, I need to reset. No, I will not reprimand Deacon. Don't help me. Don't help me. Keep a medium distance. Done! Huzzah! Oh, buddy. No, nothing else. Grizzleveer. My boy.
Well met.
The Drow Smith. Okay, I just want to see his, I want to see his wares. Let me see your inventory. Unfavorable. Okay, it's fine. Gauntlets of Ogre Power are kind of sexy. Oh. Damn. You are a +3 already, right? You are, and you do other shit. What does Deacon have? Deacon just has a light crossbow +3. Can I get Deacon a better crossbow? It doesn't look like it, bud. Nasher's Ring of Strength. Strength +3, okay. It's 24,000 gold. Thanks, man. Drow Merchant.
I greet you.
Nope, okay. Where's Imlock? Drow Barmaster.
Do not involve yourself in the squabbles of the Drow. Even amongst the rebels, it seems they would rather kill each other than work together.
Drow are having some kind of drinking contest with this Sverf Nebelin servant. The Sverf looks like he isn't enjoying it at all. Please, shh, no more, no more. Come on, Sverf, drink up. I want that record. Woo, look at him go. The Sverf looks up at you with tormented eyes. Please, no more. I can't take any more. Please. Hey, what's going on here? The Drow turns to face you, obviously annoyed at the interruption. Can't you see we're busy here? My Sverf only needs 4 more ales to break the camp record for most drinks in one day. He'll never make it. The Sverf that set the record was twice this front side, and he died the next day from alcohol poisoning. That's enough. No sense in wasting good ale on a servant. Maybe the tiefling surfacer has a point. Besides, I'm bored. Let's go find something else to do. Thank you, kind mistress. One more drink and it would have been the death of me. Excuse me, please, now I pass out. Oh, he's gone. Where is Imloth? I do have to go in this building. But I was also told to speak to Imloth. And for the life of me, there's Imloth.
Commander Imloth, at your service. Is there anything you need? I'm pretty busy training my troops, but I can spare a few moments if it'll help you against the Val'Shareth and her followers.
I love his swishy tail. I'm looking for allies against the Val'Shareth. I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our defenses are thin enough as it is. I can't spare a single recruit. Not like any of us common soldiers would be much use to you anyway. My soldiers are effective in large numbers, but little more than fodder one-on-one. I just hope they can stand up to those monsters the Val'Shareth is going to throw at us. Monsters, what do you mean? The Val'Shareth commands a massive army. It's not just the drow who follow her. She's recruited all sorts of Underdark creatures to her cause. Beholders, Illithid, even the undead. Tell me about the Beholders. The information that we have is that a hive of Beholders is somewhere to the west of here, has aligned itself with the Val'Shareth. That's bad news. Even one Beholder is more trouble than I like. Also, Beholders don't live in hives. Beholders are strictly singular creatures. Because if they ever encounter another Beholder, they just try to kill each other because they're so fucking paranoid. Of course, all our problems could be solved if someone could kill off that Beholder tyrant that rules the hive. Without her, the entire colony would collapse and the Val'Shareth would lose her Beholder allies. Any advice for fighting a Beholder? Try to find some kind of magic resistance to protect against those beams they shoot from their eyes. Their rays can cause pain, death, paralysis, disintegration. Well, you get the idea. If possible, try to get in close. The Beholders use their eye beams and spells in battle, but up-close physical combat, they aren't nearly as effective. Tell me about the Illithid. You probably know them better as Mind Flayers. I'm quite partial to the term Gake now, actually. You know, those creatures with the tentacles. The Val'Shareth must have convinced the Elderbrains to side with her. Elderbrains? The Illithid live in scattered colonies, each one ruled by a giant Elderbrain. But the communities aren't isolated. The brains all communicate with each other, and they all work together. If it was simply a matter of killing off an Elderbrain, we could just attack Zovak Mur and to the west. But that wouldn't stop the other Illithid from joining the Val'Shareth. If we could negotiate with the Elderbrains, we might be able to convince them all to abandon the Val'Shareth. But to do that, someone has to go to Zovak Mur. I could go negotiate with the Zovak Mur Elderbrain. Go into an Illithid settlement. You're braver than I am, Violet. I better give you some tips just in case things don't go smoothly. You have to find some way to shield your mind against them. The Mind Flayers are physically weak. They can destroy your mind, but they can destroy your mind with their very thoughts. Of course, their powers aren't much use against creatures with no mind of their own, like undead or golems. The Illithid are terrified of those kinds of creatures. Tell me about the undead. We have reports of undead moving from the caverns to the west to join the Val'Shareth and her forces. We suspect some type of cult is behind it, though we don't have any details. A few times, we got reports of undead on the move, and we tried a quick sneak attack, hoping to thin their numbers, but we didn't stand a chance, especially against the vampires. Vampires aren't easy to kill. The undead are immune to most normal attacks, and even magic has a limited effect. And even if we manage to take down one of the vampire leaders, we know they'll be back. A dead vampire just turns into a cloud of mist and flies away. The only way to kill them for good is to catch one in its coffin and drive a stake through its black heart. Problem is, we don't know where those coffins are, and even if we did, I doubt we'd be able to get to them. That's more the kind of job for heroes like you, Violet. Okay. Hello, Miss Blue Name.
Get on with it.
This female drow appears younger than many of the others in camp, though it's obvious from her bearing that she is a person of importance. So you are the rival the seer has put her faith in. Violet Naeom, isn't it? My name is Zasir, only daughter and sole surviving heir of Matron Myrune of House Mavir. I was hoping that you would come in to see me, Violet Naeom. I have an offer for you, but it would draw too much attention if I had sought you out. But since you've stumbled over to me... Draw attention? From who? What are you talking about? Matron Myroon, my mother, has brought us to the very brink of destruction. Many believe it's time for a change. Many believe I should rule. Of course, my mother's no fool. She understands the danger I represent, which is why she exiled me from the tower where she now dwells. She thinks she's safe inside the high walls. Your own mother kicks you out? That's sad. Deacon's sorry for you, drow lady. She may have kicked me out, but she underestimated me. I have more support than she knows, and all I need to complete my coup is an assassin powerful enough to kill her and her bodyguard. Deacon takes it back. Your mother be smart to kick you out. You is scary. You want me to kill your own mother? The tiefling shakes his head in disgust. These are the kinds of allies that we are counting on to stand with us against the Val'Sharess. She laughs. Surely you aren't surprised. This is the way of the drow. The matron mothers rule their daughters, raise their daughters, knowing full well that we are scheming to replace them as soon as we come of age. You're pretty open about all this. Aren't you afraid of being found out? Matron Myroon already suspects I'm plotting against her. But rumors and hearsay aren't enough to make her act. She can't kill off her last surviving heir without indisputable proof. If you were to tell her what I told you, it would just be another unsubstantiated rumor. She's not going to move against me based on anything you tell her. What's in this for me? There is the usual compensations, of course, gold or powerful magic items, but helping me is also in your best interests, and the interests of the seer. I know my mother. She doesn't believe we can defeat the Val'Sharess, and she's afraid. Do you really believe she'll fight by the seer's side when the Val'Sharess attacks? Matron Myroon will betray your seer the first chance she gets. I, however, actually believe we can defeat the Val'Sharess, and I won't turn on my allies at the first sign of trouble. Why should I believe someone trying to kill her own mother? Consider this, Violet Niam. Matron Myroon has lost her ambition. She would rather serve the Val'Sharess than die. I still have my ambition, and I won't bow so easily before our common enemy. What do I have to do? The plan is simple enough. I will give you my signet ring. Take this to the guards outside my mother's tower to the north. They have already sworn their allegiance to me. Show them the ring, and they will let you into the tower while they summon my mother and her guard Tebamar. When they arrive, kill them. If you do this, I will see you are amply rewarded. 20,000 gold pieces, not to mention the knowledge that House Maybir will stand with you when the Val'Sharess comes. Okay. The drow smiles, and you can't help but feel a chill. Excellent. Take my signet ring and show it to the guards by the tower to the north. After that, the rest is up to you. Satisfied that she has what she wants from you, Cecile dismisses you with a simple wave of her hand. I have the fiery blood of a demon in my veins, but sometimes the things that drow are willing to do makes even my blood run cold. I also say, I love that he's an abyssal tiefling. Because, like, especially in 5th edition, you only hear about infernal tieflings, and I have always loved abyssal tieflings. Canonically, Violet is an abyssal tiefling, and then I learned more about it, and I realized that she's actually a Cambion.
What do you want?
Zasir said I should... Matron Myroon is not accepting visitors. Zasir said to show you this ring. The guard suddenly seems very nervous. Zasir gave you that? She's ready to move now? He glances quickly from side to side, trying to see if anyone is watching. Some of the guards inside are still loyal to Matron Myroon. Others are wavering between her and Zasir. Those ones won't fight you, but they won't help you either. Hurry, go inside and we'll summon the matron. If you act quickly, you could probably kill her and Captain Tebamar before they realize what's going on. The matron Mother Myroon gives you a scornful glance, then turns to the drow beside her.
Who is this surfacer, Tebamar? Why did your guards let her in?
I'm not sure, Matron Mother. Allow me to find out for you. The captain turns to you. Who are you? How did a tiefling female like you get past the guards outside? Zasir sent me to kill you! We've been in the Underdark for 5 minutes and we're already participating in drow politics. Goodbye, Mother. Quickly, secure the tower. Remove the rest of the trash that's been following my mother. Zasir turns her attention to you. Well done, Violet Naim. You have my thanks and the thanks of all of House Mayvir. My guards will see that you are given the payment you agreed upon. Oh, we had agreed on. I'm just glad I could help. There's still much left, much I must do to secure my position as the new matron. The guards will show you out now. Alright. One ally secured already. I can't be certain, but oh my god, Deacon is hurt. I can't be certain, but I'm pretty sure if you don't do that quest, like half the drow don't fight with you. Alright, I got a little under an hour left before I need to stop the stream, I think. Before I started the stream, we agreed on 12:30. But we might start earlier. If that happens, my buddy Diana is going to pop into the stream and tell me to knock it off. I'm very sure there's nobody in here, but I will check anyway. Oh, there's a matron mother.
Yes? What do you want?
Though her clothes are somewhat worn, this drow female is obviously no mere noble. Despite her shabby state and meager surroundings, she still exudes an air of arrogant confidence. So you're the rival the seer believes that will save us all. Well, at least you're not a male. Still, I'm impressed. I will defeat the Valsharess. Such enthusiasm, such confidence. Is this what the seer saw when the visions first came to her? For all our sakes, I hope there was something else as well. As you can see, House Dini has fallen on hard times indeed. I don't even have a daughter plotting to overthrow me, and nothing for her to claim if she did. What happened to House Dini? We made the mistake of challenging the Valsharess, but unlike House Mayvir, we had no ancestral home outside the cities we could retreat to. Our armies were slaughtered, my daughters hunted down and slain one by the Red Sisters, assassins who served the Valsharess. Only I escaped. Alone except for my last 2 bodyguards, I came like a beggar to the door of House Mayvir, once our bitter rival and now our ally against the Valsharess, a fate far more humiliating than death. House Mayvir gave me shelter. They brought me here with them when they fled the city. Now I sit and wait for their own final fall, so I may enjoy it even as they enjoyed mine. They took you in and now you revel in their destruction? They took me in so they could gloat over my defeat. The matron mother of House Mayvir helped me escape only to prolong my suffering. My misery brings her some small measure of joy. Well, not anymore, because she's dead. I know this because I would have done the same had our positions been reversed. I endured the humiliation because I knew I would get to witness House Mayvir's own destruction. Okay, bye. Go, stay, what do I care? Everyone in this camp is doomed anyway. I'm just here to enjoy the suffering. Alright, well, bye. Alright.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon? Deacon realizes there be water underground. Even deep, deep caves where old boss lived got lots of water. But if Drow got ships, you thinks that be ship maybe? If Drow got ships, that mean there be whole sea here. Maybe whole ocean. I suppose you're right. I hadn't thought of it like that. They not got whole ocean underground, does they? How big cave would you needs? I don't think it quite works like that. Deacon remember reading in books that there are whole races that lives in Underdark. Fishmen with big lips and giant squids with brains that blow up your head. And how they sails without stars and winds and stuff. Deacon not travels on any ship yet, even back on surface. It not look very safe. Since when is an adventure supposed to be safe? Maybe he was right, boss. Deacon not thinks about it that way. Deacon's stomach not so sure it agrees, though.
Welcome.
Okay, Cavalos is gonna be kind of hard to voice. The figure before you is completely covered by a heavy robe. You try to peer into the shadows under the hood, but you are unable to pierce the blackness. It speaks to you in a gurgling hiss. I paused it instead of continued.
I am Cavalis of the Dark River. I alone can navigate its treacherous currents. All others will be swept away or dragged down beneath its murky depths. I've been waiting for you.
Balin said you could help me against the Val'Sharess.
I hear the Dark River's voice. It whispers secrets like the dying gurgles of a drowning man. I know why you have come.
You seek to destroy the Val'Sharess. Her death is your release. I can help you with this. I know the secrets of the islands. The Dark River whispers them to me when I glide across her waters. Tell me more about these islands.
The islands of the Dark River are places of secrets, places of power and danger. In these places, you might find something to aid you against the Val'Sharess and her great army. But though there are many tiny islands, there are two of particular note. The Isle of the Maker, and an island that is now home to a strange town that appeared from nowhere.
Tell me about the Isle of the Maker. The Isle of the Maker is the home of the ancient Dwergar sorcerer. The Maker has not been seen for many centuries, yet his creations, the golems, still wander the island. If you could find the Maker, you might convince him to lend his golems to your cause. Or, if the Maker is no more, you might find a way to control his creations. More than this I cannot tell you, as I have never actually landed on the Isle of the Maker. It is a Dwergar Isle, and I am not welcome there. Tell me about this strange town. Cavalis is difficult. For many centuries, the island was deserted. Then suddenly, a small settlement appeared overnight. But this is no ordinary Underdark city. The creatures there are from the surface. They are the cousins of the Drow. Elves, you surfacers call them. But they have wings. Such creatures are not normally found down here. They avoid contact with me, though they may speak with you. But there is something else on that island as well. Something magical. I can feel its power as my boat floats by the shores, though its exact nature is hidden from me. I suspect this magic is the source of the town's strange appearance. If you could harness such powers, you could use it against the Val'Sharess. I need passage. Take me to the Isle of the Maker. We are here! Wrong way! Wrong way for map filling.
They look like Duergar merchants to me. But why set up on such a remote island as this?
Dahana.
Yes.
This Dwergar female looks you up and down, gauging your strength and trying to judge if you are a threat. Satisfied that you pose no immediate harm, she seems to relax slightly.
Not many come to this island, especially not a surfacer like you. What are you doing here? Have you come as friend or foe?
My name's Violet Niom. I don't mean any harm. The Dwergar visibly relaxes, though she's still studying you carefully as she addresses you once more. My name is Dahana. I'm the leader of this expedition. What are you doing here? We're treasure hunters. Centuries ago, this island was home to a powerful Dwergar wizard known as the Maker, or so the stories go. The Maker's long gone, but he left a few things behind. We come here to salvage rare metal and pieces of golems from the ruins of the Maker's tower. You'd be surprised what the right buyer will pay for an arm made of pure adamantine. She grins. But it isn't easy. Not too many expeditions come here anymore. There's still some good metal to be found, but you have to be willing to go toe-to-toe with the Maker's golems. Tell me about the Maker. Everything I know about the Maker comes from legend and myth. They say he was a powerful Dwergar sorcerer who isolated himself on this island to work on his research. Was he a wizard or a sorcerer? His specialty was crafting golems. According to the legend, he found a way to imbue his constructs with intelligence and free will. But the golems we've run into seem pretty standard to me. What happened to him? Nobody really knows. He disappeared 5 centuries ago. Most people think he was killed off by his own creations, intelligent golems with a will of their own. I don't know if I really believe that, but it makes a good story. The only golems we've run across the dungeon don't seem all that smart to me. Damn tough to kill, though. I would have thought you cleared out all the golems out by now. She shakes her head. Not possible. There's some kind of scavenger golem in there that repairs and rebuilds any golems we manage to take down. We tried to kill the scavenger, but it's got a number of magical defenses. Every time we attack it, it teleports away to safety. That damn thing makes our job a lot tougher. I have some other questions. Tell me about the golems? What did I ask? Tell me about the golems. Okay. The dungeon to the north end of the island is crawling with golems. At least the first floor of it is. We don't go any deeper. We figure they're guardians left over from the Maker. They must have been built to protect against thieves and scavengers. She gives you a rueful look. They do a pretty good job, too. We've lost more than a few Dwergar to it during our expeditions. Other questions? Tell me about the island. Well, the island was named after the ancient Dwergar mage who built his stronghold here centuries ago. They say the Maker came here so he could work in peace while perfecting his golems. There must be some truth to these stories. There's some ruins to the north that could have been the Maker's laboratory, though all that's left is the dungeon. And there's the golems, of course. I'm looking for allies to help me against the Valshires. She nods softly. The Valshires. I've heard about her. One of the Drow matron mothers, isn't she? She's made quite a name for herself recently. I hear she's been attacking the surface. I guess that's why you're looking to stop her. But you won't find any help against her here. The Drow don't bother us, we don't bother them. Eventually the Valshires will turn her army against the Dwergar too. Johanna shrugs. Maybe, but the Valshires isn't the first Drow we've seen rise to power. Most of them get toppled long before they ever turn their attention to us. Alright, fine. I'll be going. Come and go as you please, Surfacer. You don't answer to us. Actually, no. That's bad map filling. Bad map filling indeed. We probably won't be able to finish the Isle of the Maker before I need to cut the stream. Because I've only got about 40-ish minutes left. Right? Is that math? That's math. I want to fill in all the corners. Get the edges, and then I can fill in the middle to my heart's content. Ugh, this is gonna be all I can do. I'm not gonna be able to get, like, the edges. Alright, fine. How dost I get up there? I like that, okay. Oh, this is a chasm. Okay, good enough.
I wonder how the Valkyrie bound an archdevil to her control. Such a creature is greater even than the dreaded pit fiend, and much more careful.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? I will tell you right now, when his name is revealed, I'm not going to say it. It's a personal thing. I don't like to say the names of devils out loud.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon? Deacon not know much about golems, but they puts together by wizards, right? They be puts together by wizards, right? So I hear. So, is they alive like Deacon? Do they got to eat and sleeps and dreams and stuff? Do they want things? What makes you ask that? It just seemed to Deacon that if golems can thinks and feels and stuff, that it'd be really sad they be down here since Maker go away. Maybe they be stuck. Maybe they is angry. If Deacon was golem and dwarves keep coming down and taking golem parts, Deacon would be angry. Bored mostly, but angry too. I agree, that would be a terrible existence. You be turned to stone once, boss. That not be the same thing, maybe? How you feel when you be stone? I didn't feel anything when I was stone. You were stone yourself, you tell me. Deacon think it not be pleasant. Not be anything, maybe. To be stone is to feels nothing. Maybe that's what it like to be stone. Or maybe to be golem is to be shut off and on, to exist and not exist. Maybe stone golem think about the same thing. Maybe if we meet one, maybe we can ask it. Ooh, could we? That'd be a great idea, boss. Fuck. Yeah, yeah, I was told when I was very young by my Catholic family members that if you say a devil's name out loud, it can hear you. And that has terrified me well into adulthood.
I'm not even making a dent.
No! So I will not be saying his name. Oh, Deacon is not doing well. Deacon, please fall back.
Oh,
no!
The tragedy!
Oh my god, this fucking golem.
I'm not even making a dent.
You know what? Valen's doing a lot better than I am, so I'm gonna switch targets here. Ow. Valen! If you hit it, it would be dead by now! Your health is not that bad! Oh my god. I'm taking these away from you.
Into the flames we leap!
Okay, never mind. Valen's dead too.
I'm not even
Alright, you know what?
Dent.
My god, the scavenger golem's gonna finish its rounds! Oh. Don't worry about it, Deacon. You're doing fine. Let's go. Yep. I'll read that in a moment. Oh my fucking Christ, on a bike. Alright, the boys are both uninjured. Let's do some healing kits because I have a lot of those. Alright, we really don't have time for this because the scavenger golem's gonna be making its rounds again. We gotta go in here. Yep. Go in here, kill these clay golems. And then we'll have a place when the scavenger golem comes back around and resurrects them. Then we have a place to kite them into that we can shut the door on, and then the scavenger golem won't get them anymore. Alright, come back here. Alright. I'm sorry for taking your potions away. You clearly actually did need them. So there you go. Let's look at his stuff. Valen's breastplate. Spell failure 10%, plus 5 AC, a haste and weight reduction, and Devil's Bane. Versus Outsider plus 5, a plus 3. It's keen, it does massive criticals, and it's only usable by him. Alright. Can we sit down? That was a little bit rough. Alright,
Don't move from this spot.
Very well.
Okay.
Alright. Where is the scavenger golem? Ow! Unmaking is great against golems. Versus construct, only usable by rogue too. I might have to put my scythe away for this. I don't have a secondary weapon, but unmaking is just simply too good in here. Where is the scavenger golem? Oh, he's coming back through right now. He's going the other way than I expected him to. Come on. It's a game of patience. Synth Thesty. Alright, you can follow now.
Don't move from this.
Whoop.
You better follow me.
Never mind.
Very well.
Don't move from this spot.
Stay there, actually.
Very well.
Okay.
Let's quick save. You can't see in here. Okay, good. He's leaving.
Feel my sting.
Now come at me, bro. He's coming. Okay. Right.
You better follow me.
Okay.
Leave Deacon alone. Holy shit. Oh my god, unmaking is so good. Let's go shut this door again. I wish I had a second weapon to hold in my offhand. Deacon is badly wounded. So let's go to sleep. And that's how we do it. Because now, once we leave and shut the door behind us, these two golems won't be repaired anymore. Did I get experience for killing it a second time? I did. So there is that at least. Valen. Valen, come on. There we go. A Minigon? 3 Minigons? I leveled up? Already? But didn't I just level up? Okay, cool. Take a rogue level. Oh, sick. Alright, crippling strike. And making an additional 2 points of ability score strength damage when making a successful sneak attack. That's pretty good. Automatic, but limited to 1 use per day. Flat-footed characters. Okay. That's pretty cool. When a reflex save is allowed for half damage, the character with this feat takes no damage if they succeed the save. Evasion's great. +4 competence bonus to attack rolls when making attacks of opportunity. That's pretty sexy, actually. Characters versus get an automatic reroll. What's my will save? I can't check. I think I gotta go with skill mastery. That's awesome. Alright. This appears to be a manual devoted to the creation and maintenance of golems. The golems you create are like your children, but... Hi, son. He put his paw on me. But like all children, they must be disciplined from time to time. Isn't that right, Melon? Yeah, we gotta discipline you a lot because you're often bad. We don't really discipline him. We just, like, put him in a different room for 5 minutes. Give him little timeouts. There are several items a mage would be wise to consider to help maintain control over his or her creations. Buddy, your nose is so dry. You gotta hydrate. A mithril statue combined with 2 parts of blue powder will yield a golem crasher. Combining a golden rod with 1 part blue and 1 part yellow will give you a golem binder. To create a golem attractor, take the magical crystal and combine it with 1 part blue powder and 1 part red powder. These 3 items will allow you to maintain control over your golems and prevent them from ever turning against you. Alsilgard the Maker. I don't know if we're actually gonna use that. Alright, this appears to be some kind of language dictionary for ancient arcane languages. I've decided to use the Unarakil language for the special purpose golems. I just have to make sure that they remind me their numbers as I would need it for their maintenance. For now, I would probably only need the following words. Synth Dusty is 54. Alright. Hey, there's the mithril statue. Arcane Disjunction. Can't use that, but it's cool to have. Hey, buddy. You good? Success not possible. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Ooh. Check this out.
Ring of Spell Battle. Spellcraft and Dispel Magic. Ring of Protection. And what does the Commander's Ring do? That one's alright. That didn't drop your AC by that much. Alright, use that instead. Is this ever gonna go away? Yes, okay. I took it, alright. It emits light. I want to hit Searing Light level 5 and AC plus 5. And this, concentration plus 6. Immunity mind affecting spells. The red dragon armor is pretty sexy. But that emits light and it doesn't drop my AC at all. Headband of intellect? You don't actually use intellect. Good. Cannot rest while there are enemies nearby. Well, then I guess we're going without healing you guys, which you should have thought of that about before you triggered a trap. There's nothing in there. There are still enemies nearby. Alright, I know there's a trap in this corner. There's also a Minigon. Boys, do not. Boys, do not! Okay. Boys...
Don't move from this spot.
I do not want to be in combat with the Guardian Golem. Like, look at this shit. It's immune to all this fucking hell. I want it to say words. Tell me what you are. Tell me what your numbers are. Oh my god!
You better follow me.
Okay.
Just in case it's following me. Oops. Why are there enemies nearby? Are there enemies in this back corner? There's not. Okay. Going to save again, just in case it's around the corner.
Your blood shall spill.
Oh no, my husband's been poisoned.
Your blood shall spill.
Where's Deacon? There he is. Unmaking is so good. Deacon? Deacon. There's Deacon. I'm doing evasion. Oh, alright. It's 54. Yay! Now that thing's not a problem anymore. Can I sit down? No, there are enemies nearby. Alright, do we want to save and try to kill the Guardian? Because I know it can be done. Valen's a little bit injured, but that's alright. Ow. Oh my god. Lazand, run.
You better follow me.
Very well.
Deacon? Deacon!
You better follow
Deacon!
me.
Okay.
Oh, he's right there. Okay. Okay, it doesn't seem like he actually chases me. Alright, cool. Lazand. 79. Alright. Oh, the control panels blew up. I looted these, right? I did. Alright. Ow. Weapon spirit. Is that my scythe? It is! Leave my husband alone. You killed him. Save. Holy fuck, this thing's kicking my ass. Deacon, if you could help, that'd be great. I'm gonna, just real quick. Thank you, Valen. Okay. Can I have my weapon back? Give me that back.
Could you pile a little more stuff on me?
Bitch, I could try. You have an actual name. Merkel's Plate. Only usable by dwarf gnome halfling.
Could you pile a little more stuff on me?
Bitch, I could try. I want all this shit. And then I want to sit down. Nice. Alright, Ooh, immunity to critical hits. That's pretty good. What do you currently have? Fire resistance, which you don't even need because you're a tiefling. Carry that. Oh god, he's strong. Take that. Take that.
Could you pile a little more stuff on me?
I'm piling stuff on Valen now. +3, not bad. Cool. Great. Can we sit down yet? Thank you. Oh man, my own side kicked my ass. It was super rude of it. I got about 10 minutes left before I need to call the stream. I might be able to finish this floor before then. I would love it if I could. How? Hey, why is there a minigun here? I think Deacon's currently in attack mode, I think.
Very well.
Okay.
Let's set him back from attack mode. Nah. Deacon is stuck in that room. Oh, okay. I see you. The goldenrod? I get it, goldenrod, like the color. I think those are the same books I already got, yep. Oh, Deacon found us. Oh, okay. A magical crystal. Yoink. Okay, path better. Alright, please. Did I already loot this corpse? I did. It had unmaking on it. Alright, Valen, do you need help? Okay, good. Wand of missiles. Alright, we did it. I see that there's a little door here, but I can't do anything with that door. That's actually the way out from the end of the dungeon. That'll spit us right back out there. But it's locked until the end of the dungeon. Alright, well, we did manage to clear the floor. We're in Act 2 now. We're in the Underdark. I have my husband with me. What a great way to end off. Kobold, I have a question for you. Deacon turns and stares at Valen with wide, surprised eyes. You got a question for Deacon? Valen grits his teeth. Yes, but it is one question and one question only. If you attempt to sidetrack me into some tangent with your inanity, I shall be forced to behead you. You takes Deacon's head off. Deacon Nook gets to answer your question. Yes, well, that is a risk I shall have to take. My question is this. This song you constantly sing, where did you learn it? You means the Doom song? Yes, that's the one. It keeps running through my head. I swear it'll drive me mad. Where did you learn it? Is it a bardic trick meant to lure the enemy into a crazed frenzy? Deacon shrugs. Deacon makes it up one day when he be in desert. Deacon and boss be doomed, he thinking. Valen stares at Deacon for a long moment. The grinding of his teeth is audible. And that's it. You got more than one question? No. Valen says back. No, I don't. Forget I said anything at all. I love my boys. Please don't pull me immediately into conversation.
Farron's rebellion will fail. Bow down to Agaz now, or be destroyed.
Agaz has no claim over any of us. Why do you follow him?
Agaz was appointed by the Maker. He must rule until the Maker returns.
The Maker is dead. Agaz rules only for Agaz. We will never bow down to him.
All right. And, okay, well, Valen's charging in. Alright, well, we will see what that was all about next time. We'll see what Agaz is doing. We'll see what's actually going on with the Maker and with these flesh golems and metallic golems. So I'll see you next time, which normally it's Thursday. I don't think it'll be Thursday this week. I am really... If I'm streaming on Thursday, it means that all of my plans have fallen apart, and I'm very sad about it. I hear you. But hopefully I will be out of the country on Thursday. But in case that doesn't happen, then I will be streaming on Thursday. Otherwise, assume that the next stream will be on Tuesday. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I've been Rael. I'll see you next time. Bye!